What's up, guys? Christopher Walker back again with some more helpful health advice. Today we're going to talk about the amino acids that you can find in bone broth. Bone broth has a million benefits. I've called it on another video, nature's multivitamin. It's one of my favorite things, and I recommend people consume it on a daily basis. Now, I know if you're plant-based, it's not necessarily something that fits in your regimen, but if you aren't plant-based and you are willing and open to get your nutrients from some animal products, especially high quality animal products. Like with Truth Nutra, we spent a long time developing a new bone broth that we're coming out with. It's actually, we partnered with a farm out in a ranch out in New Zealand to get grass-fed organic beef, and we've made the bone broth. This is stuff that's not treated with any hormones. It's not treated with any antibiotics. This is just the natural good stuff. And so we, obviously we had to look outside of the U.S. because it's kind of hard to find that in the U.S. But we found a great place, partnered with them, made some really, really good bone broth for Truth Nutra. Today I'm going to talk about the amino acids that are in the bone broth because these amino acids are really quite incredible. There are stress amino acids and there are anti-stress amino acids, and all of the amino acids in bone broth are anti-stress amino acids. They're healing amino acids. They help your body and positively impact the ratio of protective hormones to stress hormones. So basically what you're going to find, and I'm going to talk about 4 different amino acids today in this video. I'm going to talk about arginine, glycine, proline, and glutamine, and some of the benefits of each of those. A lot of Western diets just don't get enough of this stuff. It's really difficult to get this if you're just eating the standard diet, because a lot of this is going to come from an animal product, essentially. A lot of people don't drink the homemade soups or the broths anymore, the bone broths, and people don't eat bone marrow anymore unless you're out at some fancy restaurant. So it's kind of hard to get this stuff in a good capacity unless you're taking a supplement. Otherwise, or using a broth, or like going out, getting bone broth yourself, or making bone broth yourself, or getting a pre-made bone broth. So those are all good sources of it, but a lot of people don't do that, the standard thing. So a lot of people are deficient in these and can see a massive benefit just in consuming these things. So let's go through each of them, and we'll quickly go through, and I'll tell you some of the major benefits of each of these anti-stress healing amino acids. So the first one is arginine. So arginine is really great for your immune system and for healing wounds. So kind of that regenerative property of say you got a cut on your arm. So it's going to help heal the skin and the tissue around your arm. If you're deficient in this, you might see less clotting and longer healing time. So that could be a good indicator that you're deficient in arginine. It's also really key for the production of growth hormone in the body. So if you're topped off good levels of arginine, you're going to have a really good growth hormone production. In the same way, it can help regenerate damaged skin cells and muscle tissue cells. It also is really good for regenerating liver cells. So people that maybe if you're recovering from a liver issue, you got to make sure that you have enough arginine, or if you don't ever want to have a liver issue, you want to be able to have a very healthy functioning liver, make sure your arginine levels are really good. Now the last one is for men specifically. Arginine's essential in the production of sperm. So make sure your arginine levels are good and you won't be shooting blanks. All right, the next one is glycine. Glycine is actually, I've talked about a lot on this channel. Glycine's incredible. Glycine and proline are 2 of my favorite amino acids. I'll talk about proline here in a minute. But really, glycine is an anabolic amino acid. It prevents the breakdown of protein-based tissue like muscle tissue. It's also used to make glutathione in the body, which is the master antioxidant, and to make bile in the stomach. Keeps the stomach healthy. It as an antioxidant like this, as a producer of antioxidant of glutathione, it's actually extremely good for your immune health and making sure that your body's able to fend off any sort of cellular stress that it becomes under. And the last benefit of glycine, major thing, is it helps with neurotransmission. So this neurotransmission improvement also people see a lot of benefits in sleep. And so we actually, with our Kino sleep supplement, we have a lot of glycine in there because it's so important to the process of having a healthy deep sleep, and it keeps you in REM sleep longer. And that's where you're also gonna see the large growth hormone output. But then also by improving neurotransmission, you're gonna see increased capacity in cognitive functions like memory, focus, that sort of stuff. All right, so the next one is Proline. Proline is the other really great anti-stress amino acid. It's key for cartilage and healing your joints. In women, especially, some guys get cellulite, but a lot of women get cellulite, and Proline can help to reduce the cellulite. And also, by doing so, it also can, it's like a lot of things like I've talked about with bone broth, collagen, gelatin, that sort of thing. It's one of the key components that helps with keeping your skin very elastic and looking very young, helping you fend off those age-related wrinkles. And then again, it helps to repair the gut lining and keep symptoms of leaky gut away. Now, last one is glutamine, which also protects your gut lining. It's another good benefit of that. It acts as basically this metabolic fuel in your small intestines. So glutamine is really, really important for rebuilding. I actually know a lot of gym rat type people like consume glutamine regularly for muscle repair, essentially, because it helps increase metabolism and it helps to build muscle. So those are all the bone broth benefits in terms of the amino acids and the minerals and that sort of stuff you can get in the bone broth. Hopefully this was a helpful video. If you'd like to try our Truth Nutra bone broth, I highly recommend it. Again, we have a 60-day money-back guarantee. If you don't like it, we'll give you your money back. But I really recommend it. This stuff is amazing. Again, we partnered with a ranch out in New Zealand. We got the top-grade beef, the grass-fed, fully organic, no antibiotics, no hormonal treatment on these animals. This is fully legit stuff. You can get it over at truthnutra.com. I'll have a link in the bio as well, or in the description. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Want to see more like it, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next video.